Hey Cherries, it's Jenna. So today's video is called Change Your Life by Shifting Your Identity. So what I mean by that is we all have identities inside our head of how we view ourselves. So for example, other than those very obvious things, I'm Korean or I'm Asian, but growing up we all have stacked these different identities over the years. But sometimes those identities we built up over the years can actually hurt us in the present and maybe sabotage your dreams. I wanted to give you a couple of examples how I had old identities, and by shifting them I was able to change my life for the better. First is I'm small and weak. So this belief is I've carried it over 20 to 30 years because I was really tiny when I was a kid, and then I think up until like grade 7 I was really tiny. So if you look at this picture, so this is me and my younger brother, and he's already tall, way like this much taller than me. So you can tell how tiny I was from, I think my brother passed my height around when I was like 5. So all my life I thought I was weak because my younger brother, obviously he's a guy, but he's still like way taller than me. So sometimes I would get like secondhand clothes from him. Mom, what was that? But so all these experiences made me feel like I was small and weak. So even though I was talented in some things at school, I always felt like I'm this little person that really doesn't make an impact on this world. So when I was traveling, I felt like I was always unsafe because I'm tiny. So that's how I felt throughout like high school and university. But I think over time I realized objectively I'm not tiny now. And I think it was just like a belief of identity that I had in my mind. So just shifting that, I'm strong, I'm strong, and I am the right size. I am the adult size that I am now. So I think just shifting that, letting go of that old identity really helped me to try new things without fear and just being confident in the world. So if you have those very old identities, yeah, let them go. Second identity shift I experienced, because I was good at English when I was a kid, I was speak English everywhere I went, and my mom would praise me for it, and I was known for that kid who just speaks English really well even though I was in Korea. So I guess that was my identity. But when I actually went to, like, my family moved to the States and Canada, I realized everyone else speaks English actually better than me because they're native speakers. So I think I was very hurt that I had no other good talents I had going for me. Like that moment, my self-esteem really tanked because I didn't think I was good at anything else. But over time I realized I was actually good at languages, not just English. So when I was in English class, I was able to write, and then my teacher saw that this was good writing, and I think over time I realized your innate abilities don't change even though when you move, or sometimes people don't see you as good, and I think your creative abilities stay with you even though environments change. So I think it's very important to cultivate your own creative abilities without other people's opinions or judgment. So I was able to cultivate a lot of other creative talents such as writing, design, and filmmaking like this. So I think I am more confident in my abilities. If you had any judgmental teachers or parents when you were in school, I highly recommend just forget all that and just try everything you want and just find out what you're really good at and what you love, because you might surprise yourself. So last one is related to career and business. I used to work for corporate companies for the past 10 years, but now I am not doing that, and I'm creating my own business through YouTube and other things. So doing that at first I thought I wasn't really working, like I wasn't a worker, like I'm just chilling, because that was the identity. Like I thought I had to work for a company to be valuable to society, but I've shifted that. I said I'm a freelance and I'm an entrepreneur who works on her own business. Once I shifted that, like so many opportunities came up. Like I was offered these freelance opportunities from my old coworkers. They would like call me, oh, now I heard you're a freelancer. They didn't say like, I know you're not doing anything. So I think shifting those identities really help you transition into the career you want or the life you want. So it's really key what you tell yourself. Also, I found so many entrepreneurs and artists or photographers, videographers who are doing the same thing as me. So it really gives me confidence in keep pursuing my dreams and building a new identity for myself. The identity that I actually like. So just in summary, first identify your old beliefs or old identities. You can identify these beliefs by whenever you feel uncomfortable and someone says like, oh, are you a freelancer or are you an entrepreneur? Then like write down why you're feeling that way. In the end, you will get to the belief or identity that you're holding on to. So once you identify the old beliefs, say like, I'm not a good worker unless I work for a company, and you want to challenge that thought. So ask yourself if it's true and if it's really objectively, is there a hole in it? So you can see that other people are working on their own businesses, and there's so many successful business people and artists who are making their own success. So once you know that, you are just owning that new identity and you can just free to explore without that thought really bugging you or you feel bad or guilty of really embodying that new identity. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Love you, Cherries! Hi Cherries, it's Jenna. So today's Hey Cherry, power pose.